Athletes, please take your places behind the red line. Athletes, please take the places behind the red line.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mihkel Kelda from Estonia, back on the business with live stream commentary. We are slightly delayed with the start with the European Championships, but now we are about to get things going on the field for the first female athletes coming from three different divisions. So we're gonna see again female 65, female 55 and female 60 plus categories. So 5 girls are starting now. They are doing the mixed test in this European Master Championships competition. So it's the third day of the competition and the girls are now starting the workout with some wall balls. Gonna be 20 reps performed as a start, and they are gonna move back to the Sandbag, which is here brought by Hyrax. So the whole event, the mixed event, is powered by Hyrax.
And afterwards will be followed by 20.
You may see also the names on the sandbags the girls are using. So talked with the girls also before they stepped on the field. They were looking all fine, not sore from the last 2 days, and ready to attack those last 2 tests today.
Ten meters in one direction and 10 meters in another direction.
Here we see the Swedish athlete Ann-Britt Nilsson leading the pack at the moment, just 1 step ahead of Katja Rauch from Germany.
Lane number 3 and lane number 4.
So as they now finish off the
fighting shoulder to shoulder
lunges, they have to start the burpees. So there's a little misunderstanding where the bag should be placed. And now girls are already on the burpees. So you see the middle line on the field. So the full body has to be equally on one side and the other side. So you're facing the bag all the time. So the bag should be only 10 kilograms, as we see on the white edge of the bag. So now after they finish 30 burpees over the sandbag, they are heading to the bike erg, which is waiting just next to the bag. On the bike they are going through 40 calories and then back on the bag for some sandbag squat cleans. Then they have one more time of the lunges, and in the end of the workout, the second set of wall balls, and finishing up the workout with 10 chest to bar pull-ups. So in some reason these girls are doing even more work than the younger fellas coming up next. So age group 55 to 65 plus are doing wall balls also, but having less reps of the hanging movements in the end of the workout. All girls going through the burpees, pretty smooth. So keeping it steady and moving just 1 rep at a time. There was a little no rep at the moment for Ann-Britt.
55 to 50.
There were a lot of questions about the burpees as they were doing the briefing on the first day.
And now,
So how you should jump over the bag,
these are going
what
for
is
40 calories.
allowed, what is not. And we see Katja and Ann-Britt already on the bike ergs. So 2 girls from female 55 plus category. So Ann-Britt told me that this might be the least favorite test from the weekend, as they have to do those extra 40 wall balls.
8 calories for
If the other guys and girls coming up next don't have to do them, then there were some questions from them that why they? But at least it's only 40 reps. So catching some breath on the bike and then back to the sandbag in any moment.
15 calories, Ann-Britt
So
Nielsen.
in total of 12 minutes with a time gap. Hopefully we see the girls finishing the workout.
17 Katja, 19 Ann-Britt. Only 1
So
calorie.
Ann-Britt in those pink pants is an ex-triathlon athlete, but now into the functional fitness for more than 8 years. And seems like Ann-Britt has also taken part of the Vodapalooza competition held in the United States in 2024. So the year started for Ann-Britt with a really big competition.
Twenty-nine Katja, 31 Ann-Britt.
So little quick look on Katja's screen, and Ann-Britt judge's hand is already up, so there is few more calories left, so you can see clearly from the fingers
Katja.
the judge is holding up.
Then they will gonna be continuing.
Last 2 to go, and Ann-Britt should be working soon on the sandbag squat clean. So let's get a look on these. There has been a lot of no reps in the Lithuanian championship side with the sandbag clean. So girls and guys let's see what is going on. So the bag is that light that the weight inside is maybe moving from another not equal position. So you see girls have to clearly show the elbows in front of the body. Katja is going really fast, and now the judge is also asking to show a little better lockout in the end. So before you let those elbows down, the hips has to be extended. So here we see Monica from Norway, from the female 60 plus category.
23 calories for Angelika Hoyer.
Monica has told us that the burpee is one of her favorite exercise. So Monica is finishing up those lunges pretty soon, and then she can get into work with her favorite movement. Monica had some trouble with the wall balls in the start of the workout, but now getting the work done in the lunges. So Katja having the bag even on the head. Some new technique on the field.
5 reps for Ann-Britt Nielsen, lane number 4.
And Ann-Britt also going smooth, 1 rep at a time. Also the judge holding the hand up already. So the sandbag is used also in the Hyrox competition, which is the main
And also for Nicolette.
sponsor in this event. So Hyrox has
for the second round.
send it out, all the equipment needed over here to us, so the organizers can have those exercises in the test. So we're talking about wall balls, those sandbags, also all those ergometers from concept you saw yesterday are from Hyrex.
3 minutes remaining.
So the Hyrex is taking more over the Baltics and Europe. So we might see also some Hyrex competition soon in the Baltics as well.
And Ann-Britt Nilsson.
Not sure is there any dates already posted, but things are going that way. And now we see Ann-Britt back on the wall balls. So Ann-Britt is a rather tall athlete, which should give her some benefit on those wall ball shots. So you have to get
for the lunges.
full depth on the squat, and the ball then has to go right into the target. And Katja is going back also with lunges to meet Ann-Britt on the wall balls. And Monica back there on her favorite exercise. So Katja has a few more steps to go. As you see, the ball didn't hit the target, so it was a no rep given by the judge.
1 minute 30 seconds remaining. 1 minute 30 seconds.
And girls have 90 seconds to finish up the workout. And Katja is joining now wall balls, but instead now Ann-Britt is moving to the last exercise of the test for her, showing us some nice keeping chest to bar pull-ups. So 10 reps and we should be
5 more reps for Ann-Britt Nilsson.
should be done. So 4 reps to go. Hopefully Ann-Britt will be the one athlete over here who can finish up this test. So the standard on the chest bar is that the chest is doing a touch under your collarbone. And Ann-Britt is celebrating the win on the finish line. All right, friends are waiting. And
in age category,
we have 15 seconds.
59.
Is Katja showing us also some chest to bars as well.
Last reps. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
All right, so sign up the papers and get some proper rest before the last test in this competition weekend. So seems like Monica is also pleased with the result. All happy and ready to tackle the last exercise or the test today, which is gonna be outside. So the power test with some barbell snatches is waiting for the girls as a last test.
Alrighty, so we are ready for the next age group. And please welcome in the field, ladies 50 to 54, Elina Luontilas, Finland, Katarina Unger, Sweden, Anita Paus, Norway, Sabine Schneider, Germany, Sandra Sormer, Germany, Linda Elizabeth James Olsen, Norway, Christina Lucci, Switzerland, Maria Gronborg, Sweden, Norway, and Nina Flesker, Norway. 1 minute 15 seconds. Athletes, when you are ready, please proceed to the red line. Please proceed to the red line. And our overall standings in the category 50 to 54. Currently, number 1 is Anita Paus, lane number 3.
So now, next heat is already on the field, setting up everything they need. So the workout is slightly changing for those girls. So there is no wall balls for them. They are starting off the workout with
And number 3 is Maria.
lunges, burpees, bike erg, sandbag squat cleans again, lunges, and then we should be seeing these girls working on the rings as they have to do 5 ring muscle ups. So let's see, is this gonna be the separator, or we're gonna see all girls flying through the air and showing us some mad skills on the rings. So as you see, the workout is over here. Time gap will be the same. I guess the first part will be rather easy for them, and skill part in the end will be the one which is separating who will win and who will be second, and so on. There's gonna be 2 different age groups together. So in lane 1 to 4, we're gonna see female athletes 50+ category. And on lane 5 to 9, there's gonna be girls from 45 to 49 age group.
Let's go! This is the fight for podium finishes. And the places in top 3.
So there's already some problems with lunges. So girls have to step together the legs. So if you're stepping right through the lunge, then you have to go back. So you see the segments on the floor. So if you do any like no rep between 2 white lines, you are asked to go back and start again before the last white line. So most girls already on those burpees.
All of the ladies are
30 reps for them.
and they are moving forward. 30 burpees over sandbag. As we can see, quite quick movements from all of the athletes. And let's wait. Who will gonna be first one on the biker? Last 4 reps for Sandra Sommer, currently leading this heat.
So everyone choosing their own tempo, going through those burpees. Again, they have to stay on the middle line, as you see, 1 leg on one side, 1 hand on one side, and facing the back.
Last 3 reps for Katarina Unger.
So on the starting list there was 9 girls, but seems like there is 8 girls only on the field. And first one on the bikers are Katarina Unger on lane 2 from Sweden.
Maria Kronborg.
The girl who has made it to the World Championships as well in 22 and 23. And also performed really well over there. So for example, Katarina Unger was first in the Worlds in the age group in 2022. And 3rd last year.
Already 11 calories for Katarina Unger. 6-4. Anita Paus.
So a few more girls ending up the burpees, and all should be soon Same time on the bikers.
James Olsen. And 14, Maria Kronborg.
So here we see Anita Paus from Norway.
For Elina, 24
Working through.
for Katarina, 16 for Anita, 17 Sabine, 5 for Sandra.
Who's gonna be the first one off the bike? And after the bike, they are going into those sandbag squat cleans with 20 kilos, so half the weight more than the girls in the last heat.
Calories.
But keep in mind there is two different age groups, so 4 girls in the 50 plus and seems like 4 girls on the 45 plus. And Katarina Unger hand is, or the judge's hand is up first. Last 2 galleries for her.
54. And Katarina Unger finishes 40 calories. Last 5 for Maria.
So Katarina has told us that the gymnastic is the least favorite movement for her. So let's see how this will play out in the end when there is those ring muscle ups from the gymnastic part.
Last 4
But lifting is the favorite, and sandbag lifting might be as well good.
And meanwhile, Maria Kronborg.
Good to go. So as you see again, the judge told to get those elbows higher at the end of the workout, the same as there is Maria Kronborg on the lane 8.
Meanwhile, in the lane number 2 and lane number 5, there's a fight between Sabine and Katarina for the best places on the podium. So 30 reps, which are going to be followed by, once again, sandbags.
So yeah, girls are doing maybe like a overextension in the end to reach the standards. So make sure it's rather more extended than less. So the sandbag has to touch the ground. Then you have to get under it in the full squat and stand up tall to make the rep count. So as you see, the bags are having like really different ways you can hold on to the handles. There's like, I guess, 4 different ways. So on the hierarchs, they're using it for the lunges, as you saw also on the first part of the workout.
In this heat,
So there you're gonna use maybe one type of handles. On the squat cleans, basically you can choose which way you wanna hold them as long as you meet the movement flow.
Katarina Unger going for the lunges. Which
Yep, and we see
ring muscle.
Katarina on lane 2 starting the second set on those lunges. So basically lunging her way to the rings. So if the 20-meter segment is completed, we're gonna see first ring muscle ups, hopefully. So everyone from Sweden, hold your fingers crossed. So Katarina, as told, might struggle with them a bit, but let's see when the time is there.
Sabina is a previous year's world champion. Katarina had 3rd position previous year. Let's see how it goes in this year's Europeans. Last reps also for Anita Paus. Meanwhile, Maria Kronborg already going for the lunges. One more rep for Linda Elizabeth. They are in the same age category, lane number 6 and lane number 8. Meanwhile, Katarina Unger is going already for the...
Katarina now getting to the rings. Katarina is also owner of a gym and
4 minutes remaining.
the personal trainer and the coach. So let's see,
For Sabina Schneider.
can Katarina show some good skills on the rings?
And 5 ring muscle-ups for Katarina. Also Sabina Schneider going for the ring muscle-ups.
Right, Maria Kronborg also finished with her set of lunges and now getting some sip of water or whatever there is in the bottle, which helps to also reach those rings.
And Katarina Unger going for her first rep, a bit too short.
Okay, as we see, Katarina is doing all she can to slightly get higher on the rings, getting some support from
Linda Elizabeth,
her teammates. And we see actually already on the lane 8 pretty good attempts on those ring muscle ups as Maria Kronborg over there working.
and Maria Kronborg. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, you can do it.
Yeah, and we got the first ring muscle up done in this heat. So Maria has shared some information about injuries she have had always
Let's see.
before going to the World Championships as well. So
Second one.
she has shown some good skills in the test before as well, but always slightly had missed out attending the World Championships. So now let's see how it goes for lane number 6 as well, going through 5 ring muscle ups in no biggie for Linda Elizabeth James Olsen.
From Norway wins this.
So Norwegian athletes have shown throughout the weekend really good gymnastic skills. So another good example from James Olsen as well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 1 minute 15 seconds. Let's go, Anita Paus.
Yep, and Anita Paus has also done her first ring muscle up, the leader in the 50+ category. Let's see if we see any more reps from Anita. So CrossFit Lamberstetter, please keep your fingers crossed.
50 seconds. Meanwhile, Christina Lucci trying to go for a strict ring muscle up. Last 3 reps for Anita Paus. Let's go, Anita.
Yes, Anita is up there. She can have also the extension in the end, which might also be the issue for girls. For example, lane 8, Maria also get up there, but couldn't extend all the way up from the tip portion.
4 for Christina. 10 seconds.
Anita going again. All right, 5 seconds to go.
3, 2.
All right.
Time's up.
So as told in the beginning of this workout, the struggle was real on the rings in the end. So if in case the girls... Okay, we'll be back soon.
Begin your day with purpose. We are all given the same 24 hours to define who we will become. However you dream, it doesn't matter. You could be anything you want to be, do anything you want to do, create anything you want to create. The world is your blank canvas. Oceans, skies, trails, the office. What are you going to do? What are you going to become? It's not up to us. It's up to you. So start right now. Go and don't stop. Go because it's who you are. Go because it's who you always have been. This guy doesn't have an excuse. So what's your excuse? And if you don't like the dream you're in, switch the beat up.
And also for this category, the sandbags are heavier, 20 kgs.
So here we see the next heat workout where we have basically just a little difference in the last exercise reps, where these girls now, as you see, 8 of them are going to perform as 10 ring muscle ups instead of 5. They're already starting on those starting platforms. We are seeing
Start the countdown. 10 seconds.
them starting to work out in 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
So the current leader, Erika Sterner, on lane number 5. And second place holder, Maria Grodem from Greenland, is on lane 4. So the middle lanes are the top 2. And as well, lane number 6 is having Rima Budvytytė from Lithuania, holding the 3rd position.
With Maria Grödem, lane number 4 and
The same weight, 20 kilos for the lunges. Again, girls making sure they meet the standards as putting those legs together before taking any other step. And both legs have to go over the line before you can put the bag down.
And now time for 30 burpees.
So those burpees and lunges are more like a buy-in for the workout. If you're going too fast over there, you might not end up in the leading position in the end of the workout. So again, you have to know what your capabilities are to attack to attack all those workouts we have during the workouts. But as most of the girls are in this business for more than 10 years, then they should be knowing themselves pretty well, doing whatever task they are facing. So we mostly see the option where the girls are like jumping back down, but stepping up. As you see, like you get one leg in front and then stepping the other one next, and then a little hop over. So Rima showing the same option over here. So hop down, 1, 2, and jump.
Last reps for Kristiina Banite. Also last reps for Elisa Ahonen. And Rima Budvytytė, meanwhile, as first one takes the biker, followed by Kristiina Banite. Where are the Lithuanians?
Right, Rima
Make some noise!
and Kristiina are the 2 Lithuanian girls getting into the biker portion of the workout first. So let's see how many calories they might
Also funny.
get in advance before others are stepping also on the bikes. So this might be the recovery part in this workout. So you can't get
9.
too hot on the bike because there are those squat cleans waiting after the bike. So would be nice to see the calories they are running on, but
5 calories.
we are
for
just
Carla Ivet.
seeing what we see at the moment. So
Christina.
hands are relaxing on the handles,
6
maybe
for
praying to be those squat cleans as easy as possible.
19, Rima. 7, Sasha. And 16, Elisa.
On the bike ergs, all girls can choose their own tamper level. This is the one and only thing basically you can change on the bike to make it more appropriate for you.
Calories, Elisa. 14, Sasha. 28, Rima. 21, Erika. 17, Maria. 28, Fanny. 26, Christina. And 19, Carla Ivet. Soon we should have our referee's hand in the air and the last countdown of 5 calories. Rima Budviteite, lane number 6. Also Fanny Vikerud, lane number 3.
Fanny and Rima, two girls having the judge's hand up in the air. So Fanny Vikerud from Sweden should be loving the clean part, giving us the information that clean might be the most favorite
Sandbag squat.
exercise for her. But Rima also on the cleans as well.
Christina.
So let's see, is there any no reps given because the elbows might lower a bit too early. Girls playing pretty on an edge with it.
7 minutes remaining. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hopefully everything is good with Fanny's shoulder as there is a much
The most fun
taped parts over there.
muscle ups. Last one for Carla Ivet.
As we have only 20 kilos in the bag, this is like maybe equal to those wall balls we saw on the
All right.
first heat in this event. So where you just always may think that, okay, one more rep, I can do it.
Last reps.
It's not that heavy, you can always have one more rep, but
Performance with the
coming down more to the mindset you're having.
One more rep for Elisa Ahonen. And she's good to go.
Oh, and meanwhile, Elisa Ahonen from lane 8,
Let's go, let's go.
CrossFit Jyväskylä athlete, is getting
Ahonen
first into the
for the
second set of lunges.
sandbag lunges.
Seemed there was no breaking for Elisa
Budviteite.
on those squat cleans. Elisa has a
Also Fanny Vikerud, lane number 3.
former figure skater
There are some
and now also 9 years into CrossFit and functional fitness world.
sorted out. Let's see how it goes with the ring muscle-ups. Totally 10 ring muscle-ups needs to be achieved. Last 2 reps for Erika Sterner and Rima Budvitite already going for their rings. 10 reps, 10 reps. Rima is in positions. Elisa is also coming to the rig.
So Elisa has reached the rig, but seemed to not hurrying up there. If I'm not wrong, I saw a little like
4 minutes remaining.
holding one leg. Let's see what it's all about. But meanwhile, Rima Budvitite is also setting up the hands on the rings and flying up for the first rep already. And going right into the second one.
Second one.
So, as told before, Rima and other girls has to go through 10 reps to finish up the workout.
For Rima, 1 for Fanny.
We are approaching the 9-minute mark, so there is 3 more minutes to go. If you can squeeze in at least 1 rep on the rings, this might already bring you up on the leaderboard.
Third one for Rima.
But meanwhile, also lane number 3, Fanny Vikerud, is doing rings muscle up as well and should be already having the second rep in. Let's see. Okay, a little struggle again from the tip portion to get it up there.
Also, other ladies are joining in.
So Fanny has shared that the lifting clean part is the favorite, but snatches, for example, are not at all.
Second for Erika. Very nice performance.
Not sure about the gymnastic part. Oh, and we saw in the middle line now working in lane 4, Maria Grodem, who is basically going more than 3 reps unbroken. Maria is also competed in the CrossFit Games in 2021 and finished in a high 11th place.
Last 5 reps for Maria. 4 more for Maria. Oh! 4 reps for Maria. 3 for Rima.
So you can imagine having these
Last 5 reps.
ring muscle ups in the end of the workout. So you're done all those burpees, those cleans, your upper body is pretty exhausted, heart rate is up, and then you have to focus to get this basically the most skillful exercise in this competition ever in the end of the workout. So Rima having 1 rep to go, pressing through into the tip position, and now strict press into the lockout, but seemed there was no rep given for Rima. But meanwhile, Maria is already finished with 10 muscle ups.
Last rep for Rima. Last 3 for Erika Sterner. 50 seconds on the clock. Let's go, Rima. Let's go, let's go. Push it, push it, push it. Straight arms. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Rima Budvitite, second place in this workout.
And we can congratulate Rima Budvitite for finishing second in this workout, having also 10 reps in, as other girls have 10 more seconds to
Let's go, Erika, you can do it.
finish up a few more reps.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time's up.
So head to the Circle 21 app or the website to check soon how many reps the other girls made. So all others than Maria and Rima worked hard on the last part, but couldn't finish it yet. So let's see how it's gonna look like on the leaderboard. So we see Elisa is having some trouble with a knee or ankle. Hopefully she is able to finish up the competition weekend with the power workout later today.
Alrighty, we are getting ready for ladies 35 to 39. Okay, please welcome in the field, ladies 35 to 39. Please welcome Wiki Kongevold, Sweden. Elodie Leterme, France. Emily Beckerman, Sweden. Kajsa Silen, Sweden. Stine Agard van Kilde, Denmark. Kristine Rishaug, Norway. Sanna Larsson, Sweden. And Jutta Mustaparros, Finland.
A little recap from the last heat. And soon we are gonna see female 35 to 39 division working on the same workout. And there is no changing now in the workout, so all the reps and weights will be the same.
Athletes, when you're ready, please take your places behind the red line. Let's get ready, and when you're ready, please take your places behind the red line.
So here you see the lane numbers and athletes. So basically Scandinavian countries, among with them Elodie Leterme from France as well.
We are ready
So
to start.
current leader is Stine Agard van Kilde from Denmark, CrossFit Hobro. So let's see how this test will be for her, as well as for other female 35 division athletes.
Athletes, please take your places behind the red line. Alrighties. Judges are in position. Athletes are in position. Let's start the countdown. 10 seconds.
And the countdown has started
3,
for these ladies.
1, let's go!
So as we see now,
Once
there
again,
is also different ways you can start
with 20.
or actually hold the sandbag. Stine, the overall leader, choosing to have it on the shoulder, not on the back rack, as others are holding.
Or as you can see also in the lane number 5 by Stine on one
A few
shoulder.
issues with those
Current standings are
standards in the lunges, so girls have to extend, put those legs together, and then stepping next one,
position number 2 and
as well as holding the hip extension in
3.
the end of each repetition.
So far.
In those blue pants and white top, gonna see the France athlete or the French athlete, Elodie. And now all athletes working in the burpee station.
And the ladies are already by the burpee sandbag overs. Burpees over sandbag.
So mostly the girls have also shared that the main goal in this sport is just to have fun and be the best version of themselves. So
Then the ladies will
hopefully this is the case at the moment as well, enjoying every moment on the competition floor while doing those 30 burpees over sandbag.
last reps for Stine. Last reps also for Christine. And together, Stine Agadvar-Kilde and Christine Rieskog going for the biker.
And we have first athletes on the bikes as well.
Followed by Elodie Leterme.
So Stina and Christina in lanes 5 and 6. First one on the bikes, as well as Elodie on lane number 2. So we might see the leg cadence to maybe see who is going faster. For example, if we now see the difference in Stina's footwork and Christina's, then it might be the separator, but we don't know the tamper level. So if the tamper is higher, you don't have to go that high on the cadence
15 calories.
to meet the same calories per hour, but never know.
Kaisa Silen, 13 calories. Emily Beckman, 6 calories. Elodie Leterme, 13 calories. And also Vicky Kongevold.
And now all athletes advancing to the biker. Vicky at the moment, last one on the bike, but Vicky has also let us know about loving the bar muscle ups and toaster bars, so hopefully also the ring muscle ups will be a good one for them.
6 calories for Stine Agadvar-Kilde, 22 for Kaisa Silen. 22 also for Elodie Leterme. $30 calories, Christine Rieskog, 32, Stine Agadvar-Kilde, 28, Kaisa Silen, and 27, Elodie Leterme. Last 5 calories for Stine. Last 5 also for Christine. Last 5 also for
And
Kaisa.
our Danish athlete Stine Agard is already on the portion of squat cleans.
And Christine Rieskog.
So total of 30 reps to go. We are having already both sides of Stina working now. Christina Rieshaug on lane 6 and Kaisa Sielen from lane 4. So the old girls from top 3 holding now also the top 3 position. Joined also by Elodie on the lane number 2. Can these girls go unbroken on this? Or is there gonna be any breaks? Guys are having a little break after every rep, so putting the back down. Quick breath and going again. And other girls joining the back as well. So we are waiting for those hand signals from judges to see who is first to the last 5 reps.
For the next 20 meters of sandbag lunges. Last reps for Stine.
Again, we see that the standard requires that you slightly have to put the head quite the back on your,
Once again,
so head's slightly like looking to the ceiling in the end of the rep of the squat cleat. But Stine now already on the lunges part, back on the rig. So now both hands relaxing on the side. First time seeing this today. Getting ready for those rings, I guess, where you have to hold on with your arms.
10 meters between them.
And we see lane number 6, Christine from CrossFit Molde, Norway, also starting with her lunges and choosing the same way as Stine, getting the bag on the shoulder.
And Stine heading towards the ring muscle-ups. 4.5 minutes remaining.
So the ex-elite soccer player from Denmark is advancing to the rings. Stine is also participated in the World Championships in Vancouver, Canada.
4 minutes. First one is done for Stine. Also Christine Rieshaug joins the party. And Kaisa Silen.
And now also Kaisa Silen and Christina Rieshaug also on the rig for those ring muscle-ups.
Second one for Stine.
Stine going one by one. Let's see what other girls can do.
Christina Rieshaug, first one is done. Can she repeat second one?
Okay.
This is important for
Christina also done with one. Tried to go into the second rep as well, but choose to rest.
Already knocks out the first ones. Third one for Stine.
Okay, lane number 4, Kaisa Silen also from CrossFit Nordic, going through the rings as well in one by one.
Ladies.
Really nice turnover on those rings for Kaisa.
3 also for Christina Rieshaug and 4 for Stine. 4-3-3.
So all goes basically in the same reps.
Muscle up. And Kaisa Silen equals Stine. 4-4 to Kaisa and Stine.
So Kaisa having 4, Stine having 4.
Also 4-1 for Christina.
And
Kaisa
Christina also 4. So all girls basically have 4 reps done.
for Kaisa.
And our France athlete Elodie starting also with a
And
first.
Kaisa is going for the 6th one. 6 for Kaisa, taking the lead. 4
So it's gonna be interesting in the end. So
also Stine going.
bear with me to fitness who is gonna be the first one on the finish line. The girls have 2 more minutes.
6 also for Stine.
So they are making sure the judge is giving them the sign to come down, because if you're coming up too early, you don't do the full extension on the elbows, it might cost you a really one valuable rep.
Let's go, Kaisa. 2 more.
And as we see, Kaisa now having the last 2 reps to go.
And what a performance by Sanna Larsson.
Oh, and we see some new athletes working through the rings as well in a really fast motion.
Performance.
Emilia Backerman from Sweden.
And let's go, Kaisa.
And Kaisa is running,
Sweden!
smiling and running to the finish line.
Number 5!
So started few reps behind of Stina on the rings, but managed to squeeze in
Last 3 reps for
first.
Last 4 for Stina. Sanna Larsson going for the 4 more reps. 3 more reps also for Emily Beckerman.
Who's gonna be second if we see anyone else finishing?
35 seconds remaining. 35 seconds remaining.
So
Last
again, even though the girls might not finish, we're gonna see those numbers on the leaderboard really soon. And Emilia is taking the second place, basically one of the
10 seconds.
last girls going to the rings, but going through in some bigger sets on the rings, and now finishing up in the second place. So Emilia, currently on the 4th position, might end up on the podium before the last event.
Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Please take your places behind the red line.
So we are about to see female 30 to 34 division going through the mixed test. Little again, chat with the judges, give some example of the reps, making sure they are good enough. See here Olga Rubina
Your place behind the red
on
line.
the blue top. So there should be now 5 girls in the first heat. Then we have a second heat in the same division as well. So at the moment we're gonna see current leaderboard holders from 7th to 11th position, and then there's gonna be another heat
10 seconds.
of position 1st to 6th.
3, 2, 1, let's go! As we can see, different technique. Some of the ladies are using it on their backs. Some are
So
using
girls again,
shoulder.
little struggle again with the lunges standard, so they don't step those legs together and receiving a penalty as going back the 2.5 meter segment. So the judges are doing a great job. They have to see so many things in one motion, like the knee touching the ground, the hip extending,
And now,
and
burpees
as there is so many different movements in one category, in one test, and there must be a lot of knowledge
First heat of 2 heats
getting
for
through
ladies
before the event even starting.
34 of age.
So judges getting as low as needed to see the chest touching the ground on the burpee. So on the lane 1 here we see Milda Jode from Lithuanian. And those blue pants, Nea Daminen, if I'm not wrong, are going pretty fast tempo on those burpees. So jumping up and jumping over.
Let's see.
And with the yellow top we see Victoria Grant Illeby from Sweden. CrossFit Fredrikstad on lane number 3.
40 calories.
And seems like Olga is leading the pack. Not sure if the head can be that over the bag,
Last reps for Olga Rybina, lane number 2.
which give you some benefits, so don't go that far away from the bag.
And Olga is done. As
I guess the standard is that at least your chest has to touch the floor. Now Olga, the only one on the bike. Let's see how much time. But yeah, only 5 seconds maybe before Nea Daminen, CrossFit basement athlete, is joining the biker, as well as Milda Jode. Now also working in those nice knee sleeves on the bike.
This is
Little
our fifth
quick
test in
damper setting changement, and we are off.
World Series of Fitness Racing. Check out
So as seen in the last heat as well, this part of the workout is not the separator. Things get serious when we get to the last part of the workout where the rings are waiting.
Milda, 11 calories. Olga, 18 calories. Victory, 12 calories. Nea, 13 calories. $20 calories to Milda, 25 to Olga, 20 also for Victoria, 20 to Nea, and 8 calories to Tia. $28 Milda, 33 Olga, 28 Victoria, 27 Nea, and 13 for Tia. Last calories for Olga. Last 4 for Milda. And Olga's first one going for the sandbag squat cleans. 4 for Victoria, 5 for Nea. And Milda and Olga's first ones by the sandbags. Last calorie for Nea. Certain squat, sandbag squat cleans. And afterwards, followed by the lunges once again, and the dessert, 10 ring muscle ups. Also last calories for Tia. Few more reps to go and we will gonna see judges' hand in the air and who will gonna be the first athlete to proceed further with a little bit.
All right, I'm back with a little break. So we are seeing now all athletes also on the squat cleans. Let's see what are the tempos on these.
Where do we have Olga's supporters?
Olga on the last reps, as we see the judge's hand on the air.
And she's ready to go.
Last rep for Olga. Extended well, right into the shoulder and starting those lunges.
She's moving forward.
This was a no rep, as there was a little like tipping on the legs.
Current leader, Olga Rybina, fighting for top 5 positions in the overall.
If I'm correct, then Olga is from Amber CrossFit team also, where they managed to squeeze into the world's team division competition. So Olga is enjoying just competing in the individual category as well over here.
And Olga Rybina going for the ring.
So currently on the 8th position on the leaderboard for Olga, but seems like she might take up some points
And also
over here.
going for the lunges. Let's remember that there's still one more heat for this age category, so it's important.
So as said before, the lunges we see at the moment also from other lanes are the one exercises we're gonna see on the Hyrex fitness racing as well. So Hyrex has sent out all the equipment we can use over here.
Olga Rybina.
And Olga in the same time going through the first ring muscle up, right into the second one.
Nicely.
And third as well, taking a break after
Plenty of
3
time.
reps.
4 minutes remaining. Who gonna be the next one to join?
Olga has chosen to go bare hands without any grips on the rings.
Lane number 3.
So it might be a better option if you're tired and sore from the forearms. There's a better connection to the rings. The ring is not that thick. As we see again, a little struggle getting those arms extended from the tip position to the support position. And we have good keeping movement from lane number 3 as well. Victoria Gruntilleby from Sweden.
5 remaining for Olga. 2 minutes 10 seconds.
So total of 10 reps. Now
Second
Illeby
Victoria.
going for the third rep. I guess now we're gonna see 1-by-1 reps.
Olga.
Now it's gonna be only up to who needs longer rest period between those reps, as Olga is having 4 reps to go.
1 minute 40 seconds.
Yep, Olga is also using those legs to get out of the tip portion, so helping herself a bit, getting from the tip into support. Yep, another one for Olga. 1 minute remaining to get the last 2 reps also in.
Fifth one for Victoria.
And Milda, Joda, also Lithuanian athletes getting into the rings, as I saw holding a good false grip on the rings, which should help a bit better on the transition part.
Let's go, show some support for Olga. Where are the fans of Olga? Make some noise. Last rep for Olga.
And Olga is now struggling with the last rep.
Seconds. 25.
And Illevi also done with another rep.
15 seconds. You can do it. Let's go. Just one.
You have 10 seconds to make any reps you can.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, so let's see, is those 9 reps enough to make some ground on the leaderboard, as we are having soon the second heat of female 30 to 34 girls coming up as the last girls from the European Championship side in this competition this weekend.
And now we are ready for so far strongest heat for ladies 30-34. Please welcome in the field Cornelia Dudaite, Lithuania, Linnea Larsson, Sweden, Sophie Lindberg, Sweden, Stine Moy Nielsen, Norway, Marte Wolsrud, Norway, and Nadia Rakowski, Sweden. Let's get ready. And when the athletes are ready, please take your place behind the red line. Currently, the overalls are following. Number 1, Stine Moy Nielsen. Number 2, Sophie Lindberg. Number 3, Marte Walsrud. Number 4, Linnea Larsson. Number 6 is Nadia.
So here is the list for the second heat of female 30-34. Doing the same workout again as the last heat. Let's see, is there gonna be more girls getting through the rings? So basically, I've seen all the other movements before the rings are like a buy-in, And let's see what is your
Athletes, when ready,
soreness level before you hit those first rings.
let's take the place behind the red line.
So lane 1,
Judges are in
Lithuanian athlete Cornelia Tudaita. Lane 2, Linnea Larsson from Sweden, CrossFit Nordic.
ready for the countdown.
Lane 3, currently in the second position on the leaderboard, Sophie Lindberg from Sweden, Wangenhallen CrossFit athlete. Our current leader in the competition, lane 4, Stine Moen Nielsen. So you see in the middle of the pack with a white top and blue leggings. Marte Voldsrud from Norway, CrossFit Lillehammer on lane 5, currently on the 3rd position, and Nadia Rakosowski from Sweden as well, CrossFit 162 West athlete. Linnea having really long steps on the lunges and being done with the first burpee before any other. Cornelia starting as well, and now basically all girls flying through those burpees.
Didn't set a time to beat. The best result was for Olga Rybina, who finished 9 reps of ring muscle-ups.
So here again we see most girls using the jump down, step, step and hop over version in the burpees. So it's jumping down. All right, there is Nielsen doing also a little like quick step as we see at the moment. And Nielsen is first to the bike. So Stine is the former football and cross-country skier from Norway and started this kind of sport, the functional fitness and CrossFit, since 2020 and has already competed in the Worlds in Canada 2023 and also made it to the CrossFit Games in 2023 as well with CrossFit Trondheim team.
Cornelia Tudaita 4 calories, Linnea Larsson 10 calories, 2 calories for Sophie Lindberg, 13 calories for Stine Moen Nielsen, 13 also for Morte Voldsrud, and 8 calories for Nadia Rakowski.
So as athletes are on the bikes, hopefully doing some recovery, but Stine also standing position on the bike, pressing through those calories as fast as possible.
Close fight between the ladies. This is the last day.
This is also a little like rest period for the judges, just looking to the screen. Always the easiest part for judges on the competitions. Making just sure that the athletes don't come off the bike too early. So you have to be on the bike, doesn't matter standing or sitting, as long as you reach the right amount of calories, in this case 40. And Stine is off to the sandbag.
Sandbag squat cleans.
Judge asks to turn around. And we are going. through the first reps. Again, making sure those elbows are right in front as she is extending the rep. Linnea has somehow different way holding the bag, like from those edges. It might end up having to go less lower on the bag. Let's see if this makes any benefit for Linnea. As you see, the bag is like folding on Linnea. If we see once more her doing those. So if you see those light blue pants, then it's gonna be Linnea.
The tempo seems quite similar. It seems that Marte Walsrud is working really quickly. The same goes for Sophie Lindberg. Nice work with the sandbags. In this position, maybe Marte could catch up on Stine. Also, Sophie could catch up. Some lost ground. 5 reps for Stine. Last 3 Stine. Also last 5 for Linnea. Linnea currently in second position, last rep for Marte. And they have
So Marte, Stine and Linnea all through the sandbag clean part. So seems like Linnea made up some ground with a slightly different technique on those squat cleans.
Best positions on the podium. Also
Let's see how it's gonna play out in the end of the workout, where these girls are reaching the gymnastic part, skill, movement, ring muscle ups.
5.5 minutes remaining. And Stine Moen Nielsen going for the 10 ring muscle ups, followed by Marte Walsrud.
So 2 girls on the rings.
5 minutes.
Let's see what we're gonna witness now. All girls should have 1 box to get up from. And Stine already going through the second rep, as also Marte from lane number 5. So 2 Norwegian athletes going through the rings without any stopping at the moment.
Nice performance by Marte. Stine takes break. If Marte can continue, she might win this test. 4 more reps to Marte. 5 reps to Stine.
So Stine having 5 reps to go, Marte having 3 reps to go. Is there gonna be a neck-to-neck finish, or Marte can hold up the 3 last reps?
3 reps to Stine, 2 to Marte. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
1 more to go for Marte, having a quick break.
2 to Stine. Who will gonna win this mixed test?
And Marte going for the last one. Let's see if she can end up with a good extension. And getting a good rep from the judges, and Marte taking the lead by having better success on the rings.
Winner of the test number 5.
So it was also interesting to see that none of the girls on the field gave us any favorite movement from the gymnastic part.
Nice performance by
But Stine seems to be happy as well. Linnea going through those muscle ups as well in a pretty nice flow.
last 4 reps.
Seems like we have at least 1 more finisher in this heat.
3 minutes remaining.
As well as now Nadia working through the rings, getting really high after the transition. So other girls might have getting really low on the tip, but
Last 5 reps for Nadia.
Nadia having really nice skills on lane number 6.
Last 3 reps for
So
Nadia.
CrossFit 162 West
Last 3
have
reps, last 2 reps for
teached
Linnea.
her well.
Last 1 rep for Linnea. Let's go, Linnea.
And Linnea going through the last rep as well.
And to the
And
finish
good to go, running to the finish line.
Nelson, Sweden, takes the 3rd place in this test. And last rep for Nadia. Let's go, Nadia. 2 minutes remaining. Nadia Rakowski, Sweden, takes the 4th position in this test. Meanwhile, Sophie Lindberg, lane number 3, and Cornelia.
So the current 2nd position holder, Sophie Lindberg, is also on the rings. Let's see if she can manage to squeeze into the finish line before the time gap. It would be beneficial if she wants to remain in the top 3. 90 seconds to go. Stina is happy, smiling to us together with Marta. Cornelia on lane 1, struggling with her portion of the ring muscle ups.
Let's go, let's go.
And Sophie
Last rep for you.
gets up and managed to squeeze also into the support position, which allows now to run to the finish line.
Sweden, 1 minute remaining.
So seem to be the 5th position in this workout.
Make some noise for Cornelia. Let's go.
And Cornelia is up there. And no problem pressing up from the tip position.
Let's go for another one. 30 seconds remaining. "20 seconds. One more ring muscle up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 seconds.
Cornelia going to the 2nd one as well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, but seems like the 2 reps she gained was already
And one more.
maybe even a PR, because seemed to be really proud for those 2 last reps. So good job, girls. And now we're gonna see soon the most experienced guys on the master division, starting with So now coming up, those most experienced guys on the Master Division. Anders Hane at the moment on the screen, the only one doing the 65 plus division competition at the moment in this European side. But maybe soon we're gonna see him as well in the Worlds. Rikard Eriksson over here asking any notes from the judge. And there is total of 7 athletes coming up in 3 different age groups.
All right, athletes, please.
The most we have 4 on the male 60 to 64 division.
Judges are ready.
So judges are ready. We are starting the countdown soon. Now we are getting back to those wall balls as well, as we saw on the female side first heat. So guys are going through 20 wall balls as a first part of the workout. So lane 1, Nils Einar Nilsen, Norwegian athlete from CrossFit Oslo.
9 kgs.
Lane 2, Jack Lange from Finland, CrossFit Kaarina. Athlete Morten Zonderskov from Denmark, Butcher's Lab. Athlete on lane number 3. So guys have to reach to the highest target, as you see, not the number 1, but the one with the little logo or sun image, or how we can say this is. But on lane 4, Detlef Martasch from CrossFit Würzburg, German. Then we have lane 5 and 6, guys from 55 division, Klaus Werner from Germany and Rikard Eriksson, Sweden. And as told before, lane 7, Anders Hane from Norway. So guys are through the wall balls and working on those lunges. The 3rd day of the competition as well for them. So basically every day they have started the day afternoon. For example, at the moment we are looking to the clock, it's 2 p.m.
Burpees.
So this is the starting time for them as a first event. And we got guys already on the burpee portion.
This workout, this test is presented by Hyrox, World Series of Fitness Racing. Check out Hyrox Cont and Hyrox Baltics.
And now the Sandbag from Hyrox is 20 kilograms. What they have to deal with on the lunges and later on the Sandbag squat cleans as well.
Last 5 reps for Rikard Eriksson. lane number 6. Also last reps for Klaus Werner.
So seems like Eriksson is first one out of the burpee one. So getting this muscle mountain into the bike. Eriksson has shared with us that his back squat 1 rep max is more than 200 kilos. So getting through the bike erg should be easy peasy, even on the higher tempo level. So there is not much guys out there having a back squat more than 200 kilos. So really impressive from the Eriksson side. Not sure is it the current PR or is it the overall PR, but this guy has some strong legs.
Might help him to get even better laces towards the final test. So in the lane 2, 3, 4, the gentlemen of 60 to 64 are fighting for the podium places. Seven minutes remaining. $28 calories already for Ricard. 21 for Klaus. 12 for Detlef. 14 for Morten. And 20 for Jack. Meanwhile, also Anders Hane finishing his.
Also an interesting fact that basically all the guys have made it to the World's Championships in functional fitness as well.
22.
For example, Klaus Werner and Eriksson should both be
Meanwhile, Ricard is already finished.
taken part of the Egypt World Masters Championships in 2021. And who else have we here? Nils Einar Nilsen. From CrossFit Oslo as well. Made it to the Cairo in 2021 and finished in 4th position
Goes for
overall. And
Sandbag squat.
Nielsen also has made it in 2019 to Australia and Aruba in 2022 as well. And the latest one happened in Vancouver 2023 was Nielsen's 9th place finish competition. But now we see all guys on the Sandbag squat clean. Let's see what the strongest dude Eriksson can do over there. You might have the strongest or the heaviest PR, but how is about the endurance? Because if we're talking about 30 reps in a row, then not the 1 rep max might be the one what is separating, but the muscle endurance part. So Anders enjoying the bike ride over here.
Four minutes remaining. Last reps for Ricard Eriksson. And Ricard goes for the lunges. Quick transition. The sandbag is lifted over his head and he's going towards his 7-bar muscle-ups. And 1 meter behind him, Klaus Werner.
And here we have Richard Eriksson, also affiliate manager and head coach, going through the lunges. So soon we're gonna see Eriksson back
Just 1
on
second.
the wall balls before he can go for those last 7-bar muscle-ups. So instead of the 10 chest-to-bar pull-ups the ladies were performing, these guys have to go through the bar muscle-up movement in the end of the workout to finish up in time caps. So now Eriksson going for the last 20 wall balls, should take about 1 minute, and then we should also see few attempts on the bar muscle-ups as well.
20 wall balls. 20 wall balls and then 7-bar muscle-ups with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Currently some 6 reps between Richard and Klaus. Two minutes. Klaus needs to catch up on Richard. This is one of the final tests in this IF3 European Championships. And Richard Eriksson is done with the wall balls and ready for the bar muscle-ups. 1 minute 30 seconds. Last reps for Klaus. Let's go, Klaus. 2 more. And Klaus is also ready for...
And now let's see what is going to happen on the bar. So CrossFit Wagenhallen hold tight, and let's see what Eriksson can do. So 1 done, having a nice view on the field from up there, as well as Klaus is on the bar. So these guys have been battling all weekend long, so let's see who is coming out of this test first.
Two for Richard, 1 for Klaus. 30 seconds remaining. Second for Klaus.
So Klaus has shared that his favorite movement is handstand walk from the gymnastic part. So let's see if the muscle-ups are also in the bucket list.
10 seconds. Who will gonna get 1 more ring muscle-up?
Okay, we got a few more reps to go. A little
2.
1 hand forward for Klaus as well as for Eriksson, but none of those made it through all 7 reps. But still, there is not many guys who can do this movement in this age division. So we are witnessing some really nice moves over here.
55 to 65 plus. And we are ready for gentlemen's 50 to 54. Please welcome in the field, Rune Lind, Norway. Daniel Eriksson, Sweden. Johan Stenhoff, Sweden. Fredrik Eriksson, Sweden. And Gregor Otto, Germany. Last preparations, and when the athletes are ready, please take your places behind the red line. Our current standings in the category 50 to 54. Number 1 after 4 tests, Johan Sternhoff. Number 2, Daniel Eriksson. Number 3, Fredrik Eriksson. Number 4, Rune Lind. And number 5, Gregor Otto. That's our current overalls.
So coming up, male 50 plus division. Again,
Right, we are getting ready.
there is empty lane on the first one. Pistas George is not competing this weekend no longer. So there's gonna be lane 2 to 6 covered with 5 athletes. Lane 1, Rune Lind from CrossFit Bodø, Norway. Daniel Eriksson, Sivok Karlskoga from Sweden, currently on the 2nd position in this division. Our current leader on lane 4, Johan Sternhoff from Sweden. Styrka CrossFit. Fredrik Eriksson from Sweden as well, holding the 3rd position.
10 seconds.
And lane 6, the German athlete Gregor Otto from CrossFit Potsdam.
2, 1, let's go!
So no more wall balls for these guys. They are getting right into those lunges,
30 burpees over sandbag, 40 calories on
making
back
sure stepping right together and
challenges, followed by
going through those meters
muscle ups.
before getting on the burpee portion of the mixed test. Again, we are seeing the sandbags carried on the back rack from Hyrax. Same movement we're gonna see also in the Hyrax competition. So if you are interested in the Hyrax, then it's coming to the Baltic side and Polish side of Europe as well.
Going for their burpees over sandbag.
Guys are now doing it with a 30-kilogram bag
Lane number 4.
and jumping over the sandbag
It's possible to notice that he enjoys
the
burpees.
same way we have seen the whole afternoon. Let's see how it's gonna play out for them, as they should finish the workout again with 10 ring muscle ups. So we have here 5 athletes from Scandinavia and Germany. For example, Daniel Eriksson on lane 3, the 2nd position holder, has also
And then we can move forward to the bike.
the Swedish championship winner in the Master Division in 2023 and made it to the Master Worlds also last year, and if I'm correct, finished on the 3rd position over there. So the Master Worlds
10 minutes remaining.
competition in Canada 2023.
Last reps for Daniel Eriksson. Last reps also for Johan. Quite a similar pace for the first 4 gentlemen. Also Rune Lind with three last reps.
So Johan and Daniel both in the same time, those 2 Swedish athletes on the bike.
Together with Fredrik Eriksson at the same
Let's see how it's gonna play out after the bike, where there's gonna be those squat cleans, as well as now Fredrik Eriksson. So all Swedish athletes together on the bike.
Also for Gregor.
enjoying the ride, and Runelin from Norway also working through the galleries. Kind of similar cadence on the guys as we see them working together, catching the breath. I guess they are also taking it as a recovery part.
10 for Rune, 16 for Daniel, 15 for Johan, 11 for Fredrik, and also Gregor joins already with 2 calories. $17 for Rune, 23 for Daniel.
So today we have one more test, which already might be happening outside for the Lithuanian National Championship. So there is 2 competitions running in this weekend over here in Lithuania. So always the Lithuanian side is starting the day, and after they have finished, we bring out the European Master divisions. So right after we finish the guys division over here, we are heading out where the power test is taking place. So the, I guess, shortest workout of the weekend is the last one, where they have to deal with some barbell snatches. So a weightlifting test basically. But we have already Johan Sternhoff, the current leader from CrossFit Skyrka, doing the first squat cleans. And as well as Daniel, so the 2 athletes from the top positions. Johan has shared that rings are not his favorite, but let's see, is it at least good enough to go through 10 rings muscle-ups in the end of this workout?
Currently we are almost halfway through. 6 minutes remaining.
As we also look on the leaderboard, and Johan Sternhoff is currently holding a 20-point lead over Daniel Eriksson, who is on the 2nd position. So if there's at least a 2nd position finish for Johan, then the leaderboard should be the same for Johan. But if there is any other case, then we might see some differences before we enter the last power test outside. But let's wait until we see the guys on the rings really soon, as we are 7 minutes in, and Daniel already having last 3 reps to go on the squat cleans. And then some lunges before we get into the rings.
One last rep for Daniel, and let's go for the lunges. Quick transition, and as you can see, lane number 3 and lane number 4. Johan needs to follow if he wants to maintain the lead in the overalls. And once again, the question will follow. Who enjoys ring muscle-ups and who is better? Nice tempo from Johan.
So Johan is now taking back the lead on the lunges part, but
2.5 meters between Johan.
just few steps ahead of Daniel.
4 minutes
We
remaining.
are soon about to reach those rings.
10
Let's
rings.
see if Johan is
Let's go.
ready for those. So, Styrka CrossFit, get your fingers crossed that your athlete Johan will go through them.
Shoulder to shoulder in this mixed workout. Who has the best ring muscle?
So Johan, in the daily basis, follows the Styrka CrossFit class programming and works out 4 to 5 times a week.
Johan also
And
indicates his side.
Daniel, for example, is following a misfit programming, and seems like ring muscle ups are no
2 minutes.
problem for him. Runa Lind also going through the lunges,
For Daniel.
getting soon done with the portion and getting through for the rings as well. So we see
2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Fredrik Eriksson from Sweden as well, now on the
5.
ring set,
Last 5
having
reps
a
for
deep
Daniel.
false grip and going through the rings as well, a little like side.
In the lane number 5. Let's go, Fredrik.
Oh, is there any stopping for Fredrik?
500
Currently on the 3rd position
reps for Fredrik Eriksson. He can
and having last 3 reps to go.
3 more reps. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2 more reps.
Can't believe my eyes. We are seeing 10 unbroken ring muscle ups in the end of the workout from Fredrik Eriksson. So Vanghalen CrossFit.
Sweden.
This is a thing to celebrate over here.
Yes.
So getting steady through the first part of the workout and then finishing up in this way.
Muscle ups
So this is what this test is all about.
for Fredrik Eriksson.
And having 1 minute to go.
Rep for Daniel Eriksson. Let's
And
go.
another Eriksson going through the rings as well and finishing just 10-15 seconds behind.
55 seconds.
And celebrations can be started.
45 seconds. Let's go, Rune.
And Runa Lind
Going
basically doing a strict muscle up.
strict.
1 rep
40 seconds.
done. And Johan, the overall leader, might be in trouble before the last event. But as we know, the last event is snatches. Should be the
20.
good option for Johan. So even though Johan may drop a bit on the leaderboard over now, then the final call is the last test
3 more.
we're gonna see in
5,
few hours outside.
2, 1. Time's up.
Vėjas saus ir džiaugsmas dūks po sielą ir laukus. Kalnų. Sugrįžki pas mane ir ta šis šis kraštas man gražus. Pavasaris į sodus grįž ir javas sužaliuos. Ir vyšnios žiedo baltumu pasaulis pasipuoš.
So current standings in the 45 to 49. Number 1, Carl Corneliusson. Number 2, Egil Öhrland. Number 3, Sergius Mikhailovas. Number 4, Modestas Bosas. And number 5, Peter Berglund. That's our current overalls. Athletes, when ready, please take your place behind the red line. Please take your places behind the red line. Alrighties, judges are in positions, athletes are in positions. 5 seconds. We start the countdown. We start the countdown. We reset the clock and we start the countdown. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
So, male 45 division, he is on the field. So we're gonna see what these guys can do. Again, going through the first portion should be lightweight, baby, but then we're gonna see those ring muscle ups as well. The same 10 reps for them, basically the same workout as we saw just the last heat.
Sandbag. I'll remind you that we are having only one last test for today called Power, which is going to take place outdoors.
And we see in the middle really fast tempo from Carl Corneliusson, who has also given us the info that burpee might be his most loved exercise. Carl is into the functional fitness sport for 7 years, and before that he was the professional football player and even in the Swedish national team at all levels, basically starting from a little boy and
30 burpees and then
even reached some broad clubs in the football field.
As we can see, our current leader, Carl Corneliusson, as first one, reaching the 30 burpees. Last 3 reps for Carl. So far, it's going really well for Carl Corneliusson. Previous year in the World's Functional Fitness
So
Championship.
as we see, Carl, first one on the bike,
Steady and consistent.
getting pretty high cadence as we see those knees coming up and down,
Not only in
catching the breath, and soon moving on back to the sandbag.
last rep also for Modesta Bosas and Sergejus Mikhailovas. Two Lithuanians at the same time.
In case you missed who are on the field at the moment, then on the lane number 1 we see Sebastian Arnold from Kraftraum Elmarsch, Germany. Lane 2, also on the bike already, Modestas Bosas, Team Rentless, Lithuania.
For Darius.
And Egil Overland from Norway, CrossFit Molde athlete. The second on the leaderboard after Karl Corneliusson. On lane number 3, as we already speak about Karl.
Sebastian,
Fourth lane,
15 calories for Modestas.
having a big head on the leaderboard.
22 for Sergejus.
But only actually, there is only 10-point difference between Egil and Karl. So Karl is holding first place position only with 10-point lead over Egil. So in case there is any
As first one,
other way finishing in this heat,
calories.
then we're gonna see maybe a tie on the leaderboard before the last event. But let's see. Karl seems to be pretty confident
Muscle.
going through the first part of this
Last four.
workout.
Sergejus.
After Karl, on lane 5, Sergejus Mikhailovas, CrossFit Laisvė athlete, Lithuania. Peter Berlung, lane 6 from Sweden, and Darius Vaitkevičius, Amber CrossFit athlete from Lithuania on lane number 7.
And also Modestas Bosas joins for the squat, sandbag squat cleans.
So here we see the, at the moment, third place holder on the leaderboard,
7
next to Karl, the Sergejus, and as well as Egil going through the squat cleans with a Hyrax sandbag. And Modestas going through as well, really fast on the way down, dropping it for a second, getting some notes from the judge to get those elbows extended and hold there until you reach the full extension from the knees and hips as well.
No one is going unbroken.
So Peter on the bike, getting steady on the
Some pause.
through the galleries. And we are waiting for the second half of this
Halfway
workout.
through, 6 minutes remaining. Whose judge's hand will be in the air, indicating 5 last reps. It's getting heavy. Last reps for Karl. Last 3 reps for Karl Corneliusson. And Karl is ready for the lunges. Five minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining. Who gonna try to catch up on Karl?
So we have 5 more minutes to go, and Karl is already back on the lunges part. Few more steps to go, a little turnover,
Currently
walk back. And then we're gonna see Karl on the rings really soon. So 30 kilo on the lunges shouldn't be that bad also. So trying, I guess, to catch some breath, getting the upper body as relaxed as possible. So as we see, guys over here are moreover choosing the back rack position, not the shoulder one we saw from the girls' side.
4 minutes remaining, going for the ring muscle ups.
But now, Bagnhallen CrossFit, fingers crossed on your side, hopefully, to make it happen for Karl on the rings. Chalking up and starting in any second.
Lane number 4, Karl Corneliusson. First ring
And
muscle
first one done for Karl. Meanwhile, we see some lunges made on the field from Sergejus,
third.
who is now following Karl soon on the rings.
4 unbroken.
And Karl should be already in with 4 reps.
Seconds remaining. Also Sergejus Mikhailovas goes for the ring muscle ups.
Quick notes from the friends
3 minutes remaining.
beside the field. And let's see if Sergejus could have any reps in.
Ring muscle up.
Meanwhile, Karl is growing through the last 5 reps.
4 more remaining.
A little lost the control on the way down, having to quickly adjust, chalk up.
And Karl Corneliusson going for the last 4 muscle ups. Maybe Egil Overland can change something. 10 unbroken muscle ups might do it.
Okay, and Egil is also on the rings.
Thanks for Karl Corneliusson.
Slightly off with her skip swing, but still managed to get up there,
Karl,
showing us some really good upper body strength.
2 minutes remaining.
And this seemed to be maybe the first reps ever for Sergius.
Let's go, Egil.
Let's see how it plays out. Karl is having
Only 1 rep for
1 rep to go.
Where are the supporters for Karl? Let's go!
And no biggie to make it to the full extension and running to the finish line.
Takes another test victory.
Okay, and Sergius is up there if we don't see it, but the crowd is really proud. So later I'm gonna ask if Sergius was making the first rep ever. So in the previous heat we see Cornelia in the girls' side making her first 2 reps. So I got the confirmation also that these were the first reps ever for Cornelia. So what this is all about in competitions where you
5 seconds.
quite often make something for the first time ever. The crowd and everything is behind you, so it's a bit easier maybe than at home.
Let's go, Egil. 1 more rep. Egil Overland.
And Egil going through the 10 reps as well,
This workout.
securing the 2nd place overall.
Overland, Norway.
And we got 10 more seconds.
Seconds.
And Darius showing also that
Time's up.
rings muscle ups are his cup of tea. So soon we will be back, starting with male 40.
ladies, we are ready for males 40 to 44. Please welcome in the field, Team Svensson, Sweden. Andrius Daškus, Lithuania. Ronnie Gudmestad, Sweden. Raimondas Urbietis, Lithuania. And Alexandras Sudiaginas, Lithuania. Righties, let's get ready. When the athletes are ready, please proceed to the red line. All right, athletes, please take your places by the red line.
Here we go. Guys are getting set on the starting line, which is also the finish line. And the mixed test in this Masters European Championships is about to start for male 40 to 44. We're gonna see 5 athletes working on the field. On lane 1, Team Svensson from CrossFit Kalmar. Swedish athlete. Lane 2, Andrius Daškus from Lithuania, Team Rentless. In the middle of the pack, lane 3, Ronnie Gudmestad from Norwegian, or Norge. Norge seems to be the club he's working in, and representing Norway as well. So Raimondas Urbaitis from Lithuania, Team Rentless, same as Andrius in lane 2. So 2 club mates on lane 2 and 4. And unaffiliated athlete Alexandra Sudikianis from Lithuania on lane 5.
Sandbag.
So the overall leader, Ronnie, is actually only 3.5 years into this type of training. Before that, playing football, doing some athletics, fitness and classic bodybuilding as well. But already qualified for the Worlds in 2023, where
check out Hyrox.com and Hyrox Baltics,
where seems to be on the 2nd place overall. But before that World Championship, Ronnie had some slight injury in the biceps, but managed to still go through the World Championships. And now, after some recovery period, this is the first competition for Ronnie. So seem to be all recovered well, as going through all those tests all weekend long in pretty good and fast tempos.
Leader of this test. Ronnie Gudmestad goes for the bike.
Ronnie showed really good in the body weight, skill and endurance test, but on the strength
And last reps for
side
Sandras.
was the weakest link for him at the moment. Now we are also on the body weight test more or less, as we are reaching soon the second half of the workout where the ring muscle ups are in. But let's see, is there any other guy breathing on the neck to Ronnie? Ronnie seemed to enjoy.
As we call it, active
We are
recovery.
3 minutes in and all guys already working on the biker.
8 for Tim, 3 calories for Andrius, 19 for Ronnie, 6 for Raimondas, and 10 for Alexandras. An incredible tempo from Ronnie, already 25 calories. Tim is having 16, Andrius 10, Raimondas 14, and also 15 for Alexandras. (23) Tim, 16 Andrius, 35 Ronnie, 21 Raimondas, and 21 Alexandras. Fight for the podium. And Ronnie Gudmestad, Sweden, proceeds for the 30 sandbag cleans.
So if you haven't looked the leaderboard yet, but then I will give you the information that even though Ronnie is pretty much ahead of others, all other guys are basically even with the points. So second place holder Andrius Taskus leading only by 5 points on Raimondas, Tim and Alexandras. So Raimondas, Tim and Alexandras all have 200 points.
This workout.
And Andrius 205. So those two last tests will give us the information who is gonna be second, who is gonna be third. Seems like Ronnie is not getting any lower than the first place, but in the worst scenario, if Ronnie is gonna lose the both workouts, then there might be a change, but at the moment there seem to be not this way.
Trying to complete those 30 sandbags.
Guys going through those sandbag squat cleans now.
6 minutes on
Some guys making a break, as for example Ronnie in the middle, catching some breath and going again. So those hierarch sandbags are 30 kilos, so slightly more than the empty barbell the guys are used to warm up with.
sandbag lunges.
But if you're going through 30 reps, it makes a difference.
Last rep. Sandbag to shoulders. And Ronnie is going forward. 20 meters of lunges, followed by 10 ring muscle-ups. Last 4 reps also for Tim Svensson. Five minutes. 5 reps also for Alexander Studiaginas. Quickest of those 3 Lithuanians on the field. Last rep for Tim, and Tim is trying to catch up on Ronnie. 15 meters between them.
All right, and Ronnie is soon to be ready with the second part of those lunges. So one more step to go, and we can get rid of these 30 kilos extra weight. And now, as Ronnie is also one of the, I guess, lightest and shortest athletes on the field, ring should be his cup of tea. So 10 reps, let's see how many sets we need.
First one, easily. Second. Third one for Ronnie. Is he going unbroken?
And see how high Ronnie is catching on the rings.
5.
So the rule is you have to go through some portion of the tip. So if you're looking for the elbow, there must be a little like tip. And then you have to extend. The head charge is coming to look if the extension is on top of the rings, not behind the rings.
7.
So if you're finishing the rep, you can't like press behind. You have to be between those straps.
And
In
10.
the start, I was a little confused by the charge hand notes. The swing from the arms is maybe a little
15.
similar to the no rep giving sign. So I will start a little bit confused, but seems like there is only 4 reps to go. In the same time, in lane 1, Tim Svensson, current 4th place holder. So as I told, all other guys are pretty in the same position.
Last 2 for Ronnie.
And as well, we see lane number 5 working through those ring muscle ups. Alexandras,
And last one for Ronnie.
Sotiaginas.
On Alexandras.
Is it gonna be 10 unbroken reps for Alexandras? And it is. So what we see again, like we saw on the female side, an athlete comes from behind and goes through all those rings in a really high note. And now Ronnie is able to finish as well in the 2nd position. But still, this is not a big deal for Ronnie, as having so big point lead on the leaderboard. And we have Tim Svensson from CrossFit Kalmar also on the finish line on the 3rd position.
Andrius Daškus and Raimondas Urbietis.
So 90 seconds for other guys,
5 more for
Raimondas and Andrius.
1 minute 30 seconds remaining.
2nd and 3rd place holders at the moment.
Five reps for Andrius.
So it's all goes down to the last power event outside, happening soon for these guys as well.
3 reps.
Andrius also pressing through the rings.
And 1 more. Let's go, Andrius.
Yeah, we see some
Andrius.
pure emotions over here. Even lost one grip on the ring.
This test.
Hopefully it's still
Meanwhile, 50 seconds for Raimondas.
in one piece. And Raimondas, the last guy at the moment on the field.
40 seconds. Where are the Lithuanians? Make some noise for Raimondas!
Yeah, and we got again the Lithuanian crowd supporting Raimondas going through the last reps.
4 reps.
10 seconds to go.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up!
All right, so these were 40 plus division guys going through the mixed test brought to you by Hyrox.
Atvykite į Druskininkus ir atraskite save iš naujo.
When athletes are ready, please take your place behind the red line. Athletes, when you're ready, please take your place behind the red line.
So there's gonna be 2 heats in the male 35 division. First, we're gonna see in lanes number 2 to 8, 7 athletes who are getting set on the field. On lane 2, Kenneth Bjørndal Larsen from Norway, and lane 3 also Norwegian athlete Knut Hortemo. Lane 4, Evaldas Rucevičius from Lithuania, CrossFit Laisvė athlete. In the middle, lane 5, Martin Dean Sarov Madsen from Denmark. Markus Skoglund from Sweden. In lane 6,
3, 2,
who should be the one loving the gymnastics things the most. So let's see if Markus is showing us some really nice moves on the end of the workout as well. Gabor Tamas Homonai from Hungary. He's on lane 7. You see the Hungarian shirt over here as well. And Ville Taimi from Finland, CrossFit Kajaranta, representing on lane 8. So let's see what will be the paces for burpees for those guys. So lane number 6, Martin Tien from Denmark is leading the pack at the moment in the middle of the field. And seems like Norwegian athlete Knut is taking the lead as getting first on the bike erg.
Let's check out what's going on with those calories.
But not long before all other athletes join the bike as well. So now we just have to wait to see who is getting more calories per hour on the screen for the bike.
Calories.
All have different tamper settings. Some are setting it also during the ride.
Number 3.
May have maybe seen in the social media how you can trick the bike starting in really low, then pulling the tamper really high fast and then back low, so it's pumping up the calories per hour really fast. But this shouldn't be allowed over here as well, so you can slightly change it, but you can't like play in a non-competition standard way. So after the bike ride, the Hyrex sandbags are again waiting for the squat cleans. So is it gonna be pumping up the legs and then pumping up even more on the squat cleans, or you're gonna recover on the bike, catching some breath?
And 30 for Kenneth Bjørndal Larsen.
We're gonna soon find out. Knut, the first one on the bike, should be now the first one off the bike as well.
For him.
We see on the screen as well, Evaldas next to Knut, getting the hand up as well, and Knut is first off. Let's see how many steps he can make, or sorry, how many reps on the squat clean he can make before any other guy starting the same.
Seven minutes remaining.
So some guys are going to the rep and drop, as Knut, you see, with a little ponytail, dropping the bag, taking a breath, and then taking it up again. Meanwhile, Evaldas we see on the right side of the screen going touch and go. Now Ville is joining the back. And rep by rep, we are getting closer to the ring muscle up. So after those squat cleans, 20 more meters of those lunges, and then work on the rings may start. Now Knut having the hand up already. Should be a few more reps to go, as well as Gabor Tamas Homanai from Hungary is making up some ground. Knut is changing the hold on the shoulder and getting a no grab for doing some little steps between those. So if you see the athletes stepping together and having some little like tipping between, this is gonna be called for a no rep, and the athlete has to take few steps behind and starting all over again for the 2.5 meter segment. 10 meters done for Knut. Again a no rep. And Evaldas and
Current leader Gabor Tamas
Gabor is taking the lead instead.
7.
So the Hungarian athletes going to be maybe first one on the rings.
And Knut Kortemo regains the lead and proceeds
But Knut
in ring.
recovered from those little no reps and getting set on the rings. So let's see, are we gonna see 10 reps unbroken
Evaldas routine.
or it's gonna be any other way?
Tamas Komanai follows him.
In the same time, Evaldas next to Knut, also jumping up now.
Muscle ups.
And on the other side, lane 7, Gabor Tamas flying up there in a really nice and easy way.
5 reps for Knut. Evaldas is continuing. But what a performance by Gabor Tamas Komanai.
And Tamas on lane 7 taking a quick break. Meanwhile, Markus Skoglund
Lane number
is flying up there as well.
Evaldas. Last 5 reps.
So basically, everyone else than Villa at the moment on the rings, getting through the transition and right into support position to finish up the reps.
Last 3.
Evaldas also shared information to have love about gymnastics, even though a taller athlete, still great movements on the rings.
And Martin Dean. Last 3 reps.
Who's gonna be the first? Few athletes having those hands up.
Gabor Tamas Komanai.
And Evaldas is done
Evaldas.
and running to the finish line.
9 minutes 20 seconds.
And we see in the middle Martin Tian
Takes second.
from Denmark joining Evaldas on the finish line with a second position at the moment.
2 minutes 10 seconds.
Next heat is already looking on the side. What are the guys doing?
Komanai. And also
How fast they have to go to maintain to be in the the strongest heat.
nice performance by Kenneth Bjorndal Larsen, who took it till the end.
And now Knut is only maybe 1 or 2 reps out of the
1 minute 45.
10 rep.
And Knut Kortemo
Again,
fighting with
this is confirming that this workout is all about the ring muscle ups in the end. So you really have to know yourself how fast you should go in the first part
last 2 reps for Knut.
to make it
Let's
in
go.
the fastest way on the rings.
1 minute and 10 seconds.
And Knut pressing through the last rep as well and finishing slightly
Speed.
over 11 minutes.
50 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, Ville Taimi from Finland.
And now the crowd can be all supporting Ville, trying to get his first ring muscle up. We have already seen athletes going more than they expect, so hopefully Ville will also have now 1 rep in a tank
10 seconds.
in the end of this workout.
Let's go, Ville. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Right, Ville gave his best
Gentlemen, 35
and will be back
first
the next competition and showing us the ring muscle ups as well, I'm sure. But now we are switching to the second heat of 35 plus division, where we're gonna bring out the top 8 guys according to the leaderboard.
Okay then, and we are ready for the, so far, best of the 35 to 39. Next heat, please welcome in the field, Glenn Rune Olsen, Norway, Pierre Refel, Germany, Simon Casey, Sweden, Viktor Olofsson, Sweden, Gintas Petrikas, Lithuania, Piotr Rabik, Lithuania, Gediminas Simanavicius, Lithuania, and Acher Baptiste, France. When the athletes are ready, please proceed to the red line. Current overall standings. After 2 days, Gintas Petrikas, number 1. Viktor Olofsson, number 2. Piotr Rabik, number 3. Simon Casey, number 4. And Gediminas Simanavicius, number 5. That's our overalls after 2 days. Okay, athletes, take your places.
So the stronger heat so far. Lanes 1 to 8. Glenn, Pierre, Simon, Victor, Gintas, Piotr, Gediminas, and Archer stepping out. So here we have already few more athletes who supposed to love all this gymnastic part.
All right, judges are in positions, athletes are in positions, spectators
We're gonna see them soon. And maybe it's gonna be the same way, that if you don't feel really confident on the rings and you know you need more time over there, then it might be good option to press more in the first part of the workout, so you gain more time to make those ring muscle ups happen. But as we saw, it might end up in opposite way as well. So different ways how guys are holding the bags.
Starting with the lunges.
But this might not be the issue for anyone in this division. So our CrossFit Games athlete Gintas Petrikas leading by few steps. So Gintas competed in the last year's CrossFit Games in the Master Division, ending up in the 6th place. After this, had a little surgery for shoulder, I guess, and now basically recovered and ready to tackle those tests again.
Also in the European
And
Championship.
Gintas is also at the moment the overall leader, followed by Viktor Olofsson. Viktor Olofsson should be also loving gymnastics, been doing CrossFit and functional fitness for 8 years. And it seems like Viktor has no movement which
Quite a nice performance.
he doesn't like.
Gentlemen, 35 to 39. Still a lot of speed, even during the third day of our test.
And on the third position, we're gonna find Piotr Rybak from Lithuania, Amber CrossFit athlete.
Gintas Petrikas, last 4 reps.
Piotr is also loving all the skill elements, so the ring muscle ups might be also good way to end up one workout. And Piotr has a
Petrikas, Victor
nice goal in life to be able to beat
biker.
his kids as long as possible in this sport. So at the moment being 35, let's see how long Piotr can hold on to this type of goal. Piotr is following the training think tank program, and he's also a coach himself in the Amber CrossFit.
Simon Casey, 8 calories. 8
Here we see Glenn standing tall on the bike, so the Piotr who we were talking about a few seconds ago.
Petrikas, 9 calories. Piotr Rybak. 8 calories for Archer Baptiste. $17, Glenn Rune. 10, Pierre. 20, Simon. 20, Victor. 28, Gintas. 20,
Yeah, the German athlete
12,
Pierre Rehfeld smiling to us and getting also those last calories in.
32 for Gintas.
Pierre is basically one of the most experienced guy on the field in this functional fitness. So started CrossFit training and functional fitness related sports in 2011 and loving all the weightlifting part and as well as muscle ups.
With 4 minutes on the clock, goes for 30. Sandbag squat, please.
Pierre also is owning a box in Germany.
Followed by
And
Simon
he's also
Casey.
being the head coach and sports
Victor
physiotherapist in Germany. So Glenn on the way on the bag. So we see again in this different styles on the back cleans. Gintas going smooth with upright handles where there were 2 guys holding the side handles. So Archer over here, former
All of the gentlemen
MMA
performing
athlete.
with 30 kg sandbags. This workout is presented by Hyrox, World Series of Fitness Racing. For more information, visit hyrox.com and Hyrox Balance.
So in this division, I guess there is no stopping on the cleans for no longer than 5 seconds, I guess. Getting those 30 reps in, back to the lunges and finishing the workout, I suppose, under 10 minutes.
5 reps for Gintas.
So let's see who's gonna be stepping first on the lunges part of the workout.
Last rep, and Gintas is on his way to lunges. Over one shoulder. Last 5 reps for Victor Olofsson. Last 4 for Glenn
So
Rune.
here we see Gintas wearing the CrossFit game pants as well.
And Gintas
And
Petrikas.
this Hyrox sandbag is no problem for Gintas getting through the last segment on those walking lunges.
And Glenn Rune Olsen as well. Less than 6.
And Victor Olofsson
And Gintas Petrikas
going through the lunges
towards 15.
in a way where the hands are resting on sides. Hopefully getting nicely ready for the rings in any second. And meanwhile, Ginta's already done with the first rep on the rings. Is it gonna be 10 reps unbroken? Done with 4 reps by now.
His kick going unbroken.
Smooth way on the way up.
Yes.
Taking a little break now. Seeing what the field is going on the lunges part.
Going for the rings. Gintas has 5 reps.
Gintas is always shown to be one of the smartest athletes on the field as well, controlling the field, having some look to the right and left what others are doing. This shows to be the
question is
advantage on his side. But now all other guys joining.
broken.
And if now Gintas is starting, he might be still available to finish in the first position. But is there anyone else going unbroken now? We will see right away.
Finish line. Last reps for Gintas. Last reps for Victor. Also for Glenn Rune.
Gintas having a no rep in the end.
For Glenn. 2 reps for Victor. 1 for Gintas. Last rep for Victor Olofsson.
And Victor is going unbroken as we
Sweden.
read out loud slightly
Win. Follow.
10 seconds ago. Then Victor was giving us information that the gymnastic is the favorite part for him, and Gintas is now finishing in second. And Baptiste, the France athletes, getting in on third, and Piotr slightly
3 minutes.
few steps behind. But it might be that all of the guys are going through the rings in under 10 minutes.
Casey.
And Simon from Sweden
This workout.
finishing on 5th position.
Last rep for Glenn Rune Olsen. Let's go, Glenn. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Glenn Rune Olsen reaches the finish.
And Glenn from Norway is joining the finish line.
Gediminas Simanevicius and Pierre
And
Refel.
one of the tallest guys in this division, Gediminas, going through one, but can't hold up for the second one. There should be 1 rep to go. And 3 reps to go for Pierre.
Let's go. And Gediminas Simanevicius.
And Gediminas getting through, as well as Pierre Refeld.
Nicely.
So, as I see, all guys finished more or less sub 10 minutes. So, we're gonna
With the youngster.
see the last heat in any second.
Age. And now we are ready for 30 to 34 years of age. Please welcome to the field, Fredrik Moberg, Sweden. Dennis Björnstorm, Sweden. Daniel Zakrzewski, Lithuania. Paulius Brilinga, Lithuania. Roberta Stankus, Lithuania. Safrani Bente, Hungary. And Simon Lautakowski, Sweden.
All right, so the last heat of the mixed test in this competition. Male 30 to 34 are on the field, setting up the rings. Setting up the bike dampers, saddle heights, and we are seeing on lane 1 Fredrik Moberg, Swedish athletes, as well as Dennis Björnström on lane 2. Currently on the second position, Daniel Zahazevsky from Lithuania and Amber CrossFit. Next there is the overall leader Paulius Brilinga, CrossFit Laisvä on lane 4, so in the middle. Roberta Stanskus, Amber CrossFit, as well as Daniel on lane 3. 2 club mates. Lane 6, Safrani Pence from Hungary. And Simon Lautakoski from Sweden, CrossFit Mannheim on lane 7. And our overall leader, Paulius, on the Hyrex bag just a moment ago on the screen.
And also for those youngsters from 30 to 34, it's about speed, consistency, and
so they are
who does loves ring muscle
soon ready. Seem they changed the lanes, like one lane to the right. So we might see the first lane empty, but not sure.
Number 1, Paulius Brilinga.
So there's gonna be lane 1 and lane 10 empty, but
currently,
yeah, at the moment we see Simon is on lane 8, and it means the lane 1 is empty as well. Or it's gonna be even the way that lane 5 is empty in the middle of the pack.
10 seconds.
Yes, this is correct. So lane 5 should be empty throughout the workout.
1, let's go! Once again, we start with those 30 kg lunges, followed by 30 burpees over the sandbag and 40 calories on ski erg. Quite simultaneously, and Paulius Brilinga as first one to start the burpees. Also Daniel Zakrzewski, shoulder to shoulder. Only 1 minute has passed.
All guys basically in the same time on the burpees, kinda in the same pace as well.
Those mixed movements.
Over here we see Simon Lautakoski on the
holy grail of
nearest side, doing his reps on the burpees.
of fitness racing. For more information, check out hyrox.com and high rocks.
Paulius going really smooth, a little like jump right the chest onto the ground, slow on the way up and fast on the way over.
In the air. And the first movement to ski.
So that it has to be one leg on one side, as we see now Simon is being adjusted to meet the standard. And we see Roberta's hand in the air, as well as others' hands are rising right after.
To reach there.
But already 3 guys on the bikers, Robertas, Dennis and Paulius. Now Dennis is adding now. Daniel was the one next to Paulius.
Last 5 reps for Fredrik Moberg, and he will be joining also on the bikers. Dennis, 5 calories. Daniel, 11 calories. Paulius, 10. Robertas, 11. Safrani, 9. And Simon, 12. Also Fredrik Moberg on the bike.
So in this division we might see the Lithuanian finishing in all podium positions. So at the moment, if we are looking on the leaderboard, then all 3 Lithuanian athletes are leading. And fun fact, all of them are having equal points. So Paulius, Daniel and Robertas all holding the positions with 330 points, 30 points ahead of Tennis on the lane number 2 at the moment on the field. But the difference in the placings might be
28 Bence,
placed
Simon. Last reps for
depending what are the top finishes. So Paulius having 2 first place finishes might be the reason why Paulius is on the basically leader jersey at the moment.
Sandbag squat cleans.
And sandbag squats cleans happening already on the field. Already some no reps are being given because athletes don't extend totally before letting the sandbag back on the ground. So let's see how Simon is doing through this. Really fast, like a little bounce off the floor and already under it. So as we see, the upper position in the lockout is really on the edge. Like, is the judge okay with it, or is there gonna be any issues?
Who will gonna be the first one to proceed further?
Lane 1, Fredrik Moberg. Seems to be one of the tallest athletes, having the longest way up there and under there. So Paulius, overall leader as well. Really fast under it, so there is no basically extension on the way under the bag, which gives also a little benefit. But we see all the guys doing kind of the same way. As you see, a little take off from the ground, and already they are turning under it. But then just make sure you are standing up tall, getting those elbows in front and extending before letting the bag back down.
Dennis going for the last rep.
And Dennis right back on the lunges after the last rep.
So he really needs those.
So we have 3 exercises for legs over here. So biker, lunges and squat cleans. So I don't know how much power there will be left for the last test today, where there is also overhead squats in it. So gonna be brutal. to end up the competition
Last reps of
with those two tests today.
Daniel Zakrzewski.
Soon we're gonna see these guys already on the ring, so bear with me and let's see who's gonna come out from there first.
Daniel makes a U-turn. Paulius makes a U-turn. And will try to catch up on Dennis Björnstorm. Let's go for those ring muscle ups. Dennis Björnstorm, previous year's world champion of functional fitness, going for those 15 ring muscle ups. 3 for Dennis.
And Dennis is flying through those rings.
6. Can
Should be also loving the gymnastic part of this sport, as well as Daniel flying through the rings. Paulius joining also.
those 15.
Can Dennis hold on and do unbroken 10 reps?
3 more reps to go. He's taking
Dennis
small break.
taking a break after 7 reps. Paulius still on the rings,
Continuing.
also breaking down the reps. Roberta's now over here. Dennis getting back
Last 3 reps
on.
for Dennis Björnstorm.
So the fatigue is coming pretty unexpectedly on the ring. So if you're doing 2 big sets on the first one,
Meanwhile,
aiming to go as much as you can, you may end up going 1 by 1 or even like failing reps in the end. So
how many
if you're having up to 10 reps, here we're gonna see who is more
for Dennis?
familiar, like how many reps you may do without failing and burning out. So it seems like Dennis
Roberta's
might be having an issue at the moment.
4 more reps. Last 3 reps, Roberta Stankus. Daniel Zakrzewski. Last 2 reps for Daniel. And Dennis
And Paulius basically taking over on the rings, as well as Dennis might have been doing a little wrong way as going 7 reps unbroken on the first. But still, good job anyways. It seems like Paulius is securing the overall lead at the moment, as now the
5 reps for
second and third place holders, Robertas and Daniel, also on the finish line.
last 2 for Safrani.
So if this heat is done, we are heading out to the power event happening already for the European side as well. So
1 more to
if
go.
all is good, I will be there with you in any minute.
Safrani Benton.
And our Hungarian athlete is crossing the finish line now. 90 seconds
Fredrik Möber.
before the time cap.
Polski.
And Dennis is walking over here as well to support their friends on the battlefield fighting with those rings. Simon, an ex-football player on the field at the moment.
4 more reps for Simon. 1 last.
And 1 more to go for Fredrik Moberg on lane 1.
3 seconds. Let's
So
go.
Simon is into this type of trainings since 2019, so
Möber.
5 years into it. And we see Fredrik also stepping to the finish line. Frederick was the one winning the endurance test on day 1.
70 seconds.
Okay,
Let's go, Simon.
let's pray for Simon to make it till the finish line as well. Yes, one done.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
So last 10 seconds of this mixed test in this European Masters Championships.
1. That's it for
All right, and we are done. So in any moment we will be back with commentary also for the power event happening outside. Hopefully there is no storm going on as the weather forecast predicted something. So thank you for listening so far. I'll be back in any minute.
Begin your day with purpose. We are all given the same 24 hours to define who we will become. However you dream, it doesn't matter. You could be anything you want to be, do anything you want to do, create anything you want to create. The world is your blank canvas. Oceans, skies, trails, the office. What are you going to do? What are you going to become? It's not up to us. It's up to you. So start right now. Go and don't stop. Go because it's who you are. Go because it's who you always have been. This guy doesn't have an excuse. So what's your excuse? And if you don't like the dream you're in, switch the beat up.
Kai vėjas saus ir džiaugsmas dūks po sielą ir laukus. Kalnų sugrįžkit pas mane ir šis kraštas man gražus. Žaliuos ir vyšnios žiedo baltumu pasaulis pasipuoš.